Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Mac Mayhem. And I got hurt. I wanted to document this because I had it was a weird day yesterday. I'm having a hard time breathing. So I think I cracked my ribs. I don't know. My morning was jacked up a little bit once I put everything together. My afternoon went well. And then it all crashed down, literally. Yesterday morning, I woke up, did a reading, and apparently I did not discern what was taking place in that reading, because when I was doing the reading, it felt like somebody I knew close to me had passed. And what's crazy is, like, this has been a thought of mine, so it's not like it just came up and I jumped on it, right? It was more like knowing this person's history. This is something that is a possibility, I guess. And I jumped on it. I also thought to myself, there's probably somebody over there. So this was my karmic, right? Problem was I called too much, I'd say, before I got there. When I got there, he's in bed. But there are specific things laying around, like a phone holder facing the bed. And a bag of toys, we'll say, on the floor that wasn't there when I was there just a few days ago. And he tried to play it off. I tried to play it off. Afternoon goes on, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. The story he's telling me does not make sense. He thinks I'll just lay around. And then I asked him again as we were watching something. I looked him dead in his eyes, because I've been watching, like, human behavior stuff, right? See how people's eyes move when they lie. See how people's body language is when they lie, just because it's good to know. And him. So, he just did this whole, like, averted and then kind of over again, and he's lying. So I go to leave. At the same time, I am supposed to be heading down to a court proceeding for an ex of my ex, who has reached out to me, because she's reached out to me throughout the years here and there. She started to have activity between, now, could she prove it was him right off the bat? No, because he's elusive. But she was having issues with somebody doing stuff in her car, like rearranging all of her stuff in her car. Like, just real shady, screw with your head types of things. And she knows how this dude is, so she wanted a restraining order. So we go. Her family's there. I show up as, like, a supporter of this, because I feel like, he should know that I'm not alone in this, right? That's what it felt like. And then I wanted to be there for her, because she was nervous. We both got in. We both saw each other. It's crazy, because we're, like, nervous, like shaky and shit, like, because it's a psychological mind fuck, like, period, point blank. This dude has gone to extreme lengths just to torture people for his own, like, personal enjoyment. That is wild to me. But I know other people that do it too, just like the ex that I saw that morning. Same vibe. Guess what? They have the same initials. How crazy is that? So, it's wild to me. Get to the court. He agrees to it. He's got his girlfriend. I wanted so badly for her to look at me, and I was going to be like, run, get out of here for your own safety. Get out of here. What are you doing? I didn't want her to look at me and think I was going to be like, I didn't want her to interpret my run as like, run. So, you know, this is not my man. I don't want him. I want her to be safe. So, he agrees. My girl don't have to show any type of evidence, no nothing. Like, she gets it. It's granted. And then he started to freak out a bit and brought me up. It was like, my baby's mother's here, so on and so forth. And she's right there, and they're conspiring. You ain't in court for a restraining order for me. So how are we conspiring? Because I've got a court order for you? No, you were in contempt. That's why we're going to court. So, the judge is like, okay, it's over. It's already done. And she wanted to say something because I get it. You want to have your story heard. You want to let people know. But she had already won, so she didn't have to do any of that. But she wanted to say something. I just feel her on that level of being like, that impulse, that urge, that inner drive that's like, I have to say something right now. It's hard to curb it. She did, but then she got emotional out in the hallway. That's okay. So I hugged her. I was like, I gotta go. Get out back. I ride a e-bike. Go to the park for a bit. Well, he's in the parking lot waiting. Just chilling. He should have been gone by then. And I'm like, I call my other ex because I'm like, I just want to feel safe right now. Have somebody to talk to because I have nobody else to talk to. That's what's... I don't have anybody else to talk to. I get out of the parking lot, head to the park, chill there, was writing my journal, was pumped up about it, was just proud of her, proud of the day, proud of myself for showing up. It was so hot. So on my way home, and I saw this, I was like coming into downtown and saw this hole, and I had hit a hole the other day, not a hole, but like a sewer thing, you know, and it was real big, man, and it busted my baskets, and it was just a thing, and for one split second, I thought, really, instead of not thinking, I thought, and tried to go around it. Man, that wobbled me out. Boom, boom, boom. Like, it's pretty banged up. My ex had to pick me up because it was here. Sorry. I don't like having to call him. Because I know that we have to make our way away from each other, right? And also, he's done shady shit. He takes part in shady shit. I don't even care what your preferences are, what you want to do, what you enjoy, but fuck, tell me. So I am not just left in the dark. And it's a whole mind game. It's a whole mind game. Same cycle in different ways. The same result. And quite honestly, I feel like because I left, and because, I mean, you could tell that in court, he was thrown off. And it's the same energy. It's the same energy. like it all culminated in that moment of the wreck. And it's like, I totally believe, I'm not saying it's anybody's fault but mine, but the energy around it is interesting. Okay. I'm at home, and I was supposed to start a job today. Every time I go to like brace myself to cry, it kills me right there. But I want to document this because this is my story. I'm really tired of my story not being out there. And these dudes who go and just talk and talk and talk and talk, they talk more than women. Not playing. At least these men in my life. They talk and talk, and that's because they have to establish the timeline. Well, damn it, you make sure you establish your timeline too. Okay? Because that's how they just reign dominance over us. Because then we're like, oh, forget it. And they're still going. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop with rewriting the story and turning things in their favor for their image. And they will take it to their grave. They will take it to their grave. And that's that. No conscience about it. No regret. No remorse. No empathy. No none of it. My cat acts real crazy when I start doing videos and things like that. And that's a whole nother thing in terms of like energy. Right? And how energy affects animals. It does. If you don't know. You know, the things I'm experiencing are like, they're wild. In a spiritual way. They're wild. I live a pretty calm life, you know. I don't go out. I keep to myself. I'm pretty isolated. And then all of a sudden, I got this whirlwind of thoughts and different things, and like, what if this happened, and what if this happened, and it's this chaos that comes in when dealing with any of these exes, any of these men. Really, I mean, I don't get it. I do get it. I don't get it why us other women don't get it and don't see it, and we don't do something about it. You know, like, the whole dynamic between men and women is kind of really like, it's clear to me in terms of how men have been raised, how women have been raised, what we think and do, why we're separated, and then to look at the evolution of it through time. And like, we think we're independent and all these things, but are we? Mentally? Psychologically? Like, have we broken those, or have we just evolved these rules into new age ones? Like, they're not what they were. You can't say, like, a woman is to obey her husband. We don't do that shit like that. We don't even look at it. Okay, we don't look at it that way. We will say new words with it, new verbiage. But are those same rules basically applied, implied, all of it? Yes, very much so. We conform to it and don't even realize it. And we call it New Age. Regardless, women have been put on a chain for a long time. For a long time. And they still are. And that's what I feel like is taking place here. Like, I've got two dudes who want to just keep me locked in right there. And I started fighting it. I started realizing how they were feeding off of me. But still, like, I bit. So the moral of the story is in this. I bit the hook yesterday. Didn't even realize it. Like, I've trusted my cards so much, a little too much, because whatever that message was not my guides. It was not my crew, right? And I didn't discern that. So I in turn go and check this out, and it starts this whole just craziness. So be aware when you're doing tarot. We gotta quit watching it. Gotta quit watching it. Like we should be able to. Watch you can watch like one or two. I would like to just do my cards in the day, but it's so hard to not watch them. So I get it. But man, we gotta release control on wanting to know what's gonna happen. That's part of it. It's a big part of it. Sorry, I'm losing my steam here. I've messed up, man. I messed up real bad. Like it's. Oh my god. Oh, where is it? It's down here on this hip. Anyways, this has gotta be. And it hurts so bad. I've never had anything like this. I've never been hurt this bad in my whole life. So. My back a little bit. That's what I got. You know, I'm gonna put in here my Cash App and stuff because, like, any donations would be great. I'd be grateful, for real. Because I gotta keep my lights on and. If you're still here, thank you for your focus and your time and your attention. And if you're going through it, you're not alone. But we're going to get through it because this is happening for us, not to us, right? Right. I'm serious too. Like, there's something for us in this. This is like the biggest type of injury I've ever had. It's put me down. I'm down for a minute. I don't go down. I don't go down. So there's got to be something. Alright. Good luck out there.